Okay, so I got a 1986 Kawasaki Voyager. Picked it up cheap, kind of as a project bike. And one of the items was the exhaust. It was a bit rotten off on the end. The tip was kind of dangling. And I've looked up on these bikes, and there's nothing really out there information-wise on aftermarket exhaust, anything of that nature currently. It is almost 40 years old. Now, they did make them up to the early 2000s. I did find a used set of pipes. I do own a second set of factory exhaust, but as you can see, based on that, I cut mine off, and I have purchased for $40 shipped to me off of eBay. This is a set of factory Harley pipes. Well, slip-on mufflers. Excellent condition. Facebook Marketplace, I was looking around. These are everywhere. So what I am doing, this one you can already tell, I cut the slip-on portion off. This one I'll have to cut back next. But that is gonna slide in, and then she's gonna stick right out the back. So is this gonna work? Is it gonna be any different? So this is, for the most part, pretty straight through. There is one baffle in the end. It goes in about 8 inches, got some holes in it, whatnot. It is not that much different from the rusted out baffling system that was in this factory exhaust. So I imagine it's not really gonna be louder. I'm hoping it'll still have fair tone, but I do believe that should look okay. So I'll follow up in a little comparison. Here is the other factory exhaust, half, that I have, and it's lined up roughly with where that one's cut. And now here you can see, you know, the Harley pipe next to the factory. The diameter is about the same. I personally like the look of the single exhaust instead of the factory tips. There will be people out there that will say can't beat the factory look, but I think that looks nice. I do have, once I get this all welded up, I do have where all the slip connections are. I got all them new little donut gasket pieces to go in there. Everything will be sealed up nice. So, but that, there, we kind of got it in frame. Factory. Start of my modification. Second half of the modification. And I wonder, actually, you know, I probably didn't show. So that single pipe is what the exhaust comes out of. And then it goes into a couple chambers of baffles here. So hopefully that might have more flow, which if there's less chambers, I believe this will be a little louder, but this is also fiberglass packed all the way around. So I'm hoping it sounds good. A little bit of rumble. I like the inline 4 sound, sporty. So I guess I'm hoping it's sportier than factory. So, go around here. I just got it tacked into place. So you can see the Harley muffler slips right inside. Let's zoom out. You know, kind of a continuation. Not totally worried about perfectly straight or anything, I guess. Is what it is here, making it work. But I like the profile, I guess, how it sticks out a little bit. I could probably lift it up just a little bit, wedge it up. naked lady. So factory, my modification. Okay, side number 2, freshly cut off. You can see how nice the exhaust was. Now, okay, right there on the bottom, just that little opening. That's all, other than it is kind of straight through in the center, which that's about 3/4 inch diameter. You got them little itty bitty cutouts to go between the baffles. So here, this was very scientific. Roughly 1/4 inch behind the mounting plate where the foot peg lines up. And then, with my precision cutting instrument, boom, something like that. Oh, something like that. Once I get it lined up with 2 hands. Okay, I got that one tacked in place. So now, you know, I'm just eyeballing. I can get a tape measure out, see how good I was on whatever. It looks like the right side's lower currently, but that's how it looks from the top. Welder's in the way. So from the back, 2 pipes coming out. So I'm gonna make some adjustments here with the tape measure, see what happens. Okay, so here I got the pipe completely welded all the way around. Oh, that's still hot, sorry. Welded all the way around. So you can see, throwing it back on. The gaskets were actually okay, so I'm gonna run them for now, and this winter I'll maybe replace the donut gaskets in there, but I'm gonna run it for now. So trying to get it back on so I can get you a sound clip. Okay. I gotta try and bend that one. It's a little low. You can tell I need a little adjustment yet, but pretty quiet. Sounds pretty good. Yeah, nice cheap little fix. Okay. Just went for my first test ride with the new pipes, or the new mufflers. And all I gotta say is amazing. Extremely good tone. I don't believe it's louder than the factory pipes from other machines I've seen. It's tough for me to judge with how rusted out my mufflers were. But extremely good tone, no crackle. I would recommend for anyone that's looking to replace their mufflers. I like the full tube chrome, you know. It's worthwhile. It takes about 2 hours to do, start to finish.